I'll start with you, Mr. Border. Mr. Gavaskar is right where he should be. He's at the stadium. He'll be there at the end of the game, probably even handing off the trophy. What we're at the moment feeling is we're missing you. You should have been here too.
Yeah, it's a strange one. We haven't been able to get together for quite a few test series now. I mean, Sunny does a lot more commentary than I do, but I'm just sitting around at my father-in-law's place, not doing anything particular. I'll be watching the TV, obviously a bit later, watching the cricket unfold. But yeah, I'd love to be there to present the trophy. It's a great honour that has been bestowed on Sunny and myself. So yeah, I'd like to actually be there to hand it over to the winning captain and the winning team, but not to be. Next time.
All right, next time we'll wait for that. Maybe the next series is going to be in Australia. Saiva, you'll have to do something. You'll have to figure this out. As Mr. Border there points out, it's not this series. It's been quite a few series. You two haven't gotten together.
That's true. I think the previous series, which was held in Australia, the problem was with the COVID protocols. So we were stuck in Melbourne, and we couldn't travel to Brisbane, where India had that famous win, and with that went on to retain the trophy. But again, I think sometimes there are different reasons. I don't know what the reason is for Allan not being here, but that's how it is.
All right. Hopefully, we can fix that, and we'd love to see both Border and Gavaskar handing over the trophy, whichever captain that ends up winning the next time around. But anyway, let's now turn our attention to the test match, and I'd like to know your thoughts on the pitch. I know pitch has been the most talked about subject in this series, but why this becomes really special is because, whatever you may make of the pitch, the one thing that's pretty clear is the fact that it's very different to the one that we've seen in the first 3 test matches compared to the one that we're seeing in Ahmedabad.
Yes, it is different. It is not what the Indian team management would have wanted. But there we are. We want international approval. And, to win international approval, we will perhaps sometimes not look at what is good for Indian cricket. I don't actually, worry too much about test cricket or whatever it is, where it stands. I think Indian cricket is far more important to me. And if it meant that, you had to prepare a pitch which was going to be good for the Indian cricketers, Indian team, then that's what should have been prepared. I'm not saying that this one will not be beneficial for the Indian team, because for all you know, the Indian team can bat brilliantly, restrict the Australians to maybe 340, 350, and then go get 500 runs and then go on to win the match on the 5th day. That could still happen. But there you are. I think in the anxiety to win international approval and all the screaming and shouting that has happened, I would rather call it whinging and moaning that has happened about Indian pitches. Because look, we've got, as Rahul Dravid said the other day, we've played on some pretty ordinary pitches in different countries. But have you ever heard any Indian player moan about it, or even a former Indian player moan about what the pitches is? Have you ever heard the Indian players, or anybody talking? Do you even know what happened in Brisbane in 2021 when the Indian team stayed in a hotel? Yes, I know COVID protocols were on at that stage, but does anybody even know that there was no room service for the Indian team that stayed there? There was no housekeeping, so they had to do everything on their own for about 10, 12 days. Did anybody from the Indian team make a big song and dance about it? Nobody did. Did any former Indian player make a big song and dance about it? No, nobody did. But that is because we know that when you go overseas, you've got to be prepared to face what the hosts dish out. That's as simple as that.